Hey, what is going on, guys? I am here on PokePrime. Gonna show you guys a little bit of stuff that we have and that we offer in this server. So right here, here's the spawn. Normally these Diancie bosses wouldn't be here, but apparently they had just enough space to spawn in. But you have your typical starting stuff, you know, your shop, your healing station. You got a little bit of public fossil use and a daycare block. I have no idea if this daycare block is going to be still here because of copyrights. I'll get into that in a minute. We have our rule board. You can sit here and pause for a second to read them. And then you also have some helpful commands. We'll get into all these in a minute. Then you have this long staircase. I'm going to just fly up. You guys will have to run jump, sprint jump, and then you come out to the world of PokePrime. We have open crates and stuff like that to where you can actually access, see what all we have. Let me show a sneak peek of the mythical crate. Not too good, not too bad. I've heard good and bad things about it from my staff team, so we might be adding and messing with a couple stuff. We got a little lounge area right here. You've got some Pokestops that everybody can grab, raid dens. We have our gym leader area. These are still work in progress, but you got your first gym all the way over to Elite 4, and the 8th gym. Elite 4 ain't set up yet because we don't have Elite 4 yet, because we're waiting for these gym leaders to see who's going to be the Elite 4 members. We also have the courthouse. This is where we could fight copyright claims, or if somebody does something, you can go up and see the judge and hire a lawyer and stuff like that and go on from there, and we'll have a full-fledged court case. We also have the Bucket Mart. In here, you'll be able to right-click signs. It's not fully set up yet. By the time this video will be released, it will be. So for instance, if I want to buy an old pair of running shoes, I just right click and boom, I bought an old pair of running shoes. It's linked to me, but that's because I am the owner of the server. All of this money will be going to the bank system, which I'm going to show you right now. This bank right here will allow you to deposit and withdraw money. And as I'm going through this video, you'll see interested credit. We'll go over all the commands in just a second. So if you're ever near a bank and you don't want to do /bank deposit, and then the amount that you want to do, let's say I want to deposit $900, boom, I successfully deposit $900. You can always come over here and just right click one of these signs, and if you want to see your balance, for instance, I have $47,000 in the bank, but you can also withdraw money. You can withdraw 100,000, 100, oh sorry, one. But if you want to join the banking system, a admin should be able to automatically throw you into said bank once you join the server. If there is not an admin online and you cannot deposit money into a bank, ping one of the staff team and we'll get you situated through the console. Coming up here, we also have the public amusement park. We have a few rides here. Of course, we have plenty of space for more rides, so by the time this video is over, or by the time you watch this or join the server, there might be more rides along here. There might be some cafes and stuff like that. So a lot of this stuff is still in the works, but we are just now a server that is going public, so it'll be a lot of stuff's changed by the time you guys join. We also have a full-fledged tournament system that we're going to be doing. We have all the events lined out and everything. We have also warps. So if you do /warp Einkrad, which is one of the towns that has a gym leader, which is actually personally my gym. I am the ice gym leader. We have certain rules. I'm kind of just throwing them in there as I go. Honestly, this is the only rule I have because it's the only thing I have issues with is bag rules. You have a mart, a Poke Center, a bunch of random houses here. We also have a Colax Cafe. One of the staff team members runs this. He is a great guy, and you can pay him for some Colax. We also have a bike race event. You will start right here, and you will go the track. The first round is going to be just a bare track. Whoever wins a certain thing or a certain Pokemon. We also will slowly be adding the walls up higher and adding jumps, ponds, puddles, lava, all of that. We also have a fully fledged casino. It's currently closed because nobody else is online, but there are workable games inside that I do run. We got another bank here and a little Pokemon tournament little area if you want to fight. Going to Whispering Hollows for a second, we have a whole other town with the Poke Center. Every town has a Poke Center, a Pokemart, and a bank, but this is our jail system. We have a visitor center, and we have a little area for all the inmates to where they can do their exercise and the guards and stuff like that. If you break rules, you'll be thrown in here and you can fight it in a court case. We also have a hotel that the owner of this town runs. And so if you ever need a room and you just want to stay somewhere and cozy down for a bit, you don't want to build your base right away, boom, you can stay here. And this will be a good little spot for you to just work and do whatever you need to do. We also have Lancelot. We have daycares, and we also have a little Poke Center. He has a little shop area right here, but not too much. He also has buyable plots back here. This whole island at some point will be subdivided into different plots to where you as a player can come here and buy a plot and build on this land. He also has an amazing looking gym over top. This is the fighting gym later. But all around, we have a bunch of different things that you could possibly do. This is a typical 1.16.5 Pixelmon version 9.1.7 server. So you could do whatever you possibly desire with 9.1.7. You could build your own house, you could build near a town. You don't need permission to build in a town. Except for Lancelot City, that is the only place you will need permission to build a town because those are buyable plots. But other than that, you could build literally, if you want to build right here, boom, build it. If you want to build right over there in that mountain, boom, build over there. You could do whatever you want except for cheating, hacking, and stuff like that, your basic necessities. But all in all, we have a balance system. We have a bank system. Oh, speaking of bank, we got the bank credited. We also have a job market. So if you want to do /job browse, you'll pull up a job list. So you got a farmer, explorer, enchanter, digger, builder, crafter, brewer, fisherman, hunter, miner. I typically run builder, miner, and this one because these are the top 3 things I normally do on a daily basis. I don't really do woodcutting. Apparently we have one worker, but I don't know who does that. I know everybody's running builder right now, so all in all, we have a full-fledged system that allows you to copyright certain items. For instance, I own the Bucket Bank Incorporated, all the banks and stuff like that. I own those, so I came to him and asked for a copyright. It costs a $100 flat fee, but if he approves your copyright, it costs an additional $500. Actually, not cheap. I have a bunch of different copyrights. I will show you. So, for instance, in here, I have the amusement park copyright, casino copyright, the incorporated copyright, the abyss copyright. That's a long story. Bucket Bank, and then we have an original copyright for the Bucket Bank stuff. We also have some court cases up here. We have had a few issues with just between the staff team, so we had them settled in these are all my items, legitimately grabbed before anybody says anything. But other than that, PokePrime is a really small server that we're just starting off. We are very interactive between our members. We try to be as active on the server as possible. I'm just on at a later point in night where there's not that many people on. So if you guys want to join the server IP address, it'll be down in the description along with the Pixelmon version. There will also be a link to the Discord to where you can join, you can read all the rules, interact with us, and have just a jolly good time. So thank you guys, and I hope to see you on PokePrime.